I am your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you.
I thought you were dead.
Sun out of your eyes and be yourselves.
Heard you were dead.
She's dead, wrapped in plastic.
That man's dead back there.
It was worse than dead. Must be dead. Is this a dead man, Doctor?
Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
Hello, welcome back to the Roast Mortem Podcast. I am Tom.
I am Travis.
Hey, I'm Cody. How's everyone?
I'm doing all right, you know, same old.
Dude, the table is different now.
Oh, yeah, you want to tell them about it?
We've got the roundest table. It's like a pizza pie up in the sky. It's like a pepperoni that you share with your friends.
The rectangle thing wasn't working out.
No, we were too close. Well, me and Travis were too close, and then Cody was at the end of the table.
I felt important. I feel less so with the round table now.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
But I can look all you gentlemen in the eye and say weird things like,
What stopped you previously from doing that?
I fuck raccoons. I talk about my dick too much.
No, you don't.
Anything else? Want to get off your round chest?
Well, also, now that I'm further away from you, I can, touch myself easier without anyone noticing.
All right, well, I can still see you, so
Yeah.
we have an episode for you tonight.
Dude, this is a podcast. You're just not supposed to use your eyes. You're supposed to close them the whole time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
But now if you're driving, keep them open.
People listen to this on their commute.
If you're on the train, close your eyes.
Yeah. You don't need to see nothing.
Yeah, how's everyone's week?
Dude, my week was not that eventful.
No.
But I will say this. I had a monstrous situation with my poop this morning.
Good, strong stuff.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Well, you ever spend an hour and a half on the toilet?
Never.
Oh!
I know both of you have done that, but how? How do you guys survive that?
Well, there was something swimming around my gut this morning.
Like a xenomorph?
It was actually I'm gonna just cut right to the chase here. I believe it was peanut butter. I haven't had peanut butter in years,
my God.
and then I had a bunch of it yesterday. So I think it slowed down my intestines.
Yeah.
And made it real hard for me to get one out, but the gas that was happening in my stomach. I was close to a pregnancy.
Wait, are you inside farting? You know what? It's like a
Don't do
fart.
that.
It's a fart, but it doesn't come out. It's like...
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't know what it was, but I have to go get checked out. So that was this
'Cause of
morning.
peanut butter.
Yeah, so now I'm going to drink heavily so I can flush myself
Yeah,
out, start
that's how
over
that
again.
works.
It's a healthy thing.
So now we know. If you want to keep Tom busy, you get one of those Kongs and put peanut butter in it. He'll just chase it around.
Kick it down the stairs.
I guess so.
Don't feed him any cooked chicken bones, though.
What about you, Cody?
Nothing much. Uneventful. Dicking around. Playing Minecraft. That's fun.
Oh.
Oh, is that squares?
Virtual
Cubes,
Legos.
rather?
Yeah, virtual
Wait,
Legos.
did you get a diamond, bro? Are you playing Fortnite?
No.
Dude, you building, bro?
Stop it. I hate you.
Dude.
Don't
you know,
liking that.
You know what video game I have been playing?
What's that?
Overcooked 2.
What?
You guys play this?
No.
I know it's it tickles my agita too much.
Dude.
You know, it's too stressful.
I never want to play with you. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way. I just know how you are. You'd be like, it could have been better the whole time.
Yeah, I can't deal with that shit.
But imagine this. You work in Fridays it's set in Fridays, and you have to work in Fridays to get these short order items out.
It's much cleaner than a Fridays.
Yeah, it's very clean, and you're all over the place. Your kitchen's in a swamp, or you have to cross streets to get these deliveries out. It's great. Wonderful game, Overcooked. I highly recommend, if you really like stress, to listen to Portal, the Australian death metal band, while you're doing it. You will never experience anxiety like this ever again. You can take any test you want. I can take the bar right now. Just
because you're so acclimated to Stresher?
high stressor. Yes.
Stresher. Made a word up.
Yeah, so that's been going on. Travis, what about your week, dude?
I passed the bar.
And
Congratulations.
Did you shit something out weird?
Oh, no, well, thanks. I actually was going to law school this whole time.
Yeah? Say something in Latin. Not habeas corpus. We all know you know habeas corpus. Say something else.
Say a different thing.
Veni, vidi, vici.
It's pretty good. I don't know laws at all.
Tricked you. I got you. I know how to do law.
Wow.
Guess what?
congratulations.
Law is basically like, oh, okay. Guess what? I got a liar right here. but I had to prove that he isn't a liar.
You're a crooked lawyer, I see.
No, you gotta support your client, Doc. Client privileges, attorney privileges.
Celino and Barnes.
Yeah, injury boys.
All right. We're not sponsored by Celino and Barnes Minecraft or what was the other thing?
I didn't.
Overcooked 2.
I didn't pass the bar. I just had a take 5 today. That's it.
Which is great because it's a candy bar based on the amount of time it would take to eat it.
Yeah, the amount of time it would take to take the bar.
That's right. All right, cool.
Wow.
Very good.
You're all eating peanut butter. I feel left out. You know what I mean?
You want some peanut butter, dude?
No.
Jar's pretty big.
Tom, who's in your peanut butter jar tonight?
The peanut butter jar tonight. We have quite the episode for you, and I'm going to deliver this properly
Yeah?
to you guys. I'm going to take this episode to the next level of participation with us. There's going to be some readings. There's going to be some interesting stuff, and I'm going to be playing a part the entire time.
Wait, Tom, you're trying to open a Montessori school down here? What the fuck's going on?
I went to a Montessori school, and that's why I didn't go to college. Don't need it.
What's
So-
happening? I'm confused and aroused.
Without any further ado, welcome to the roast mortem coverage of William Shakespeare, England's #1 export for writing and all that.
Oh, hey, I know that guy.
Was there in England?
That's right. We're going to bloody England. So we're going to take a step back. We're going to go in through time. We're going to figure out what's going on with all Willie Shake.
All right.
All right?
Cody,
Yeah.
where's Tom? Where'd he go?
Tom left.
Oh, man.
We have Thomas now.
Live from Stratford.
Upon Avon.
That's
On
right.
Avon.
I'm blanking. Hold on. I got to take that line again. No, never mind. We'll do it. It's a play. You know, you got to just play with the best.
Show must go on.
Best
In it,
theatre.
in it, in
I
it.
forgot words. It's all right. You come up with different words in it. For those of you who do not know, England's #1 writer of all time forever, the god of gods, the #1 bard, right? Look at your man. To be or not to be the best. We got William Shakespeare.
Yes.
You know Shakespeare from, like school and shit.
Yeah.
He's one Balcock fella, right? The author of 37 plays and 154 sonnets. I'm not even gonna get into sonnets, mate. It's not gonna happen. Some of us may have even heard some of his shit when, your goddamn teacher's up there oh, it's time to read some Shakespeare. And you're like, nah.
Wait, that's for nerds, right?
It's in the curriculum, Travis.
Oh, curriculum vitae. Curriculum vitae. My favorite sauce at Taco Bell.
Exactly. It's all curriculum, mate. But notice one thing. You sit there, you're reading Shakespeare, you're like, what doth this mean? I don't know any of these fucking words.
Yeah.
Tom, I don't talk like that.
Why not?
I don't talk like that.
I'm in character, by the way.
I know, but I don't.
This is the last time
You
you're
just
hearing my
asked
voice.
me a question. You said, why doth happens to my things? And I'm like, I don't speak like that.
Dude, when I say right, it's just rhetorical.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going back in now.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out.
Right.
Can we put subtitles on?
We all know the man beyond the quill, but we don't know the man that is the quill. You know what I'm talking about.
William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare. So we're going to get a bit into his life, right? We're going to chop it up so you can understand, isn't it?
Perfect.
So welcome to Act 1 of Shakespeare's life.
Oh, shit.
All right, truthfully, this whole part's pretty skimpy. We don't know much about Shakespeare in the beginning of his life, right? We got a few things. He was baptized April 26, 1564, year of our Lord, isn't it?
So they dunked him in some shit, right?
That's right. We don't even have a real birthday, but who gives a shit as long as you recognize the original sin, fucking men. Now, he's the son of John Shakespeare, a successful glover. If you don't know what that is, it's not Danny Glover, it's a glove maker. And then later on, he became an alderman, which if you don't know what that is, that's a fucking lawyer. And then eventually he becomes the mayor. And he's also got a mum, and his mum is Mary Arden.
Wait, Mary Hardon?
Mary Arden.
Mary Hardon.
That's right,
Got
mate.
it.
That's it. So, she's a daughter of a rich-ass landowning farmer. I just went Australian, and I'm done.
All right. Well, you know what? I mean, I feel like that's a great thing because
Guys, I was acting.
William Shakespeare was Australian.
well.
How was my acting?
Yes.
Dude, I thought
Perfect.
I was in a different country. I was looking at this Corona bottle and I was like, am I in Mexico?
Tom did such a great job.
That Travis thought he was
setting.
in Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how they speak in Mexico, right?
Well,
You
I'll
like
do,
ponchos a lot, don't you?
I do.
maybe I'll do a little more acting later on the script, but I'll get through some of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was born in Stratford upon Avon.
I hate that. It's so confusing.
Yeah, I don't get upon the Avon. What are you, Stratford or not?
Yeah, do they put Stratford on top of the Avon?
Yeah, just rolled him out like a carpet.
Just a bunch of it was a city built on a bunch of makeup ladies. He was the third child of 8, and during the time that he was born, the plague was slam dunking all over England.
That's right. That's right.
1 in 7 people in Stratford died the year he was born.
Wow. So like there was just rats everywhere, and everyone's like, "Don't breathe the air."
Yeah, rub the rat on your face.
Eat the fleas, quick.
Flea's good, air bad.
Pairs nicely with rice.
One of the weird reasons that plague happened? Because everyone started killing black cats because they're like, oh.
I did hear that. Yeah,
I've
that
heard
made
that
it
too.
worse.
There was a huge hate against black cats, and without black cats, rat population explodes. Don't hate kitties.
But if you listen to Alex Jones, the brain worms are in your brain thanks to the cats, and 92% of the population's taken over by brain worms.
That is scary. What is that?
Great. Well, Travis is
Dog
acting too.
plumoses.
He's acting like a real American.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Patriot.
I'm acting like English plus, like evolved English people.
Wow.
That's good. Yeah. Evolved English Plus.
English 2.0.
Yeah.
Americans.
Yeah, it sounds stupider.
And more offensive. I love it.
Yeah.
It was believed that he was educated in the King's School in Stratford. Even though there's no records of this, it's kind of like how many schools are in the area? Where else you gotta go?
Right.
So,
And he's learned, so he went somewhere.
right. And most kids didn't even go to school. They were out doing cool shit like throwing rocks at each other.
Ollies, kick flips.
Right.
Dude, that's sick.
So kids who went to the school had to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning,
I had
go
to do
talk to
that.
some jackass who was speaking in Latin the whole time with a robe and like a weird haircut, and everyone else is out like, "Hey, I'm 13. I'm gonna show my 6-year-old brother how to drink beer for the first time.
Yeah.
and we're gonna throw rocks at a slightly poorer person than us."
Oh, it's like bottle kids from Trailer Park Boys.
Yep.
Yeah. And like so little old Willie Shakespeare's hanging out with Dobby and Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets.
Is that what you think
Yeah.
English people are?
I live there. Fuck you guys.
Oh, dude, don't make me start acting again. I'll tell you all about England.
Oh, I thought I was back there.
Well, we're back here now. Okay, so Willie Shakespeare, even though he went to the King's School of Stratford, he never went to a college.
Oh, the King's School is not a college. Okay.
No, this is a baby school where
Babby, okay.
you're done by the age of 18
Those 18-year-old babbies. Yeah, I got it.
if you make it. Well, you see, the buildings were able to facilitate a lot more kids because you die back then a
Yeah.
lot. So your class would start with like 40 people, and then by the time you graduate, it's just you and your dick in your hand.
Yeah, and you don't.
Where's the professor?
It's not
He did
widely
too.
known, but you can fit way more malnourished children in a tight space than nourished children.
Yeah.
Just based on the geometry of half-alive bodies.
That's why.
Fuck school lunches.
Well, that's why all the kids in the middle of the teachers in the middle of our great country are complaining about the classroom size. It's not because they have too many kids; they have too many fat kids.
Yeah.
Because they made pizza vegetable. Remember that?
Yeah, that was cool.
It's because they put screws in the burritos.
It's a vegetable. Oh, whoa. That's a Phillips? That's a fruit if it's a Phillips head screw. Excuse me.
That'll teach you something. At 18, Shakespeare married 26-year-old Anne Hathaway. Not the 26-year-old
Yes.
Anne Hathaway from Les Miserables and Ocean's 8. The original Anne Hathaway. The one with no teeth.
There was no Anne Hathaway before this one.
That's right.
Wait, so Willie's going for the older ladies, eh?
Well, maybe something happened that I might be describing shortly. 6 months after they married, she gave birth to a daughter, Susanna. So this was most likely what we would call a crossbow wedding. I don't know. I was trying to fill it in with, I was trying to get a dad joke right in there.
No, that was good. It was good. It landed. Crossbow. I got it.
I know.
You didn't have to explain it, so it worked.
That's good. That's good. So twins up next.
Oh.
Son Hamnet and daughter Judith. They followed about 2 years later. And he must have really loved his family because after the birth of his twins, he packed his bags and moved to London to write plays and sonnets for dopey pale idiots for too much cash, not really talking to his family that much ever again.
I don't need family.
Fuck them. I named one of my kids Hamnet. Yeah. Because I threw him out in the streets to catch ham.
Yeah. Hamnet died from plague, which is normal.
Well, he should have been trying to catch all that ham. That's all I'm saying.
Dude,
Rats love ham.
There was
do.
a Hamnet. Let me tell you the origin of Hamnet. Back then, people loved their pork, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like how some urban children are named, like Mercedes and stuff, and Diamond and
Ferrari,
Cash Money
Brandy.
and
Lexus.
Your Highness and Your Majesty.
Rolex.
Right. It's just he's out for ham.
Yeah, he's gonna get the ham.
Yeah. So give the boy his ham and we'll be good. But instead of ham, he got bubonic plague and now he's dead.
Oh, that's different than ham.
Ironically, the child they named Plague grew up to be a pork farmer.
So scholars refer to the years between 1585 and 1592 as Shakespeare's lost years. Like I said before, this is pretty skimpy. We don't know a lot of what happened during this time because, Shakespeare's out and about. He's like writing. He's acting in some stupid company that's kind of going from place to place, eating corn off floors, things like that.
So let me guess. During these lost years, he grew a mullet and dyed it blonde, and was turned into a vampire.
Like Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah,
Lost Boys.
he's lost, bro.
Michael?
I've never seen that movie.
It's fun.
They're vampires.
It's a should watch,
Spoilers.
not a must watch. Some 20th century scholars have suggested that Shakespeare may have been employed as a schoolmaster by Alexander Houghton of Lancashire, a Catholic landowner who named a certain William Shakeshaft in his will.
Shake Shack.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So he started the hamburger joint. That's what he's famous for?
Yeah, Shakeshaft.
Shake Shack.
Wimpy Shake Shaft.
Dude, I love Shake Shaft.
There's one in Penn Station now. Right?
Yeah, there is.
Would you eat?
I don't trust that one, though.
Would you eat a drippy underground burger?
Nope.
Give me like 12 beers and I'll eat anywhere.
Oh, that's true.
That's why they sell beer in that.
Good old Shake Shaft.
Not
Nice.
sponsored by Shake Shaft.
Let's talk about his career. Once people started paying attention to the old Bill Shake'ems. Willie Shakespeare first made his appearance on the London stage, where his plays would be written and performed around 1592, although the exact date is unknown. He was, however, well enough known to be shit on by critics in the newspapers, establishing him as a already known playwright.
Huh.
So
Is he? I have a question. Is he? It sounds like he's famous.
he's like play famous, which means remember when we were younger and we didn't have internet?
Yeah.
Kind of like imagine that, but then also without phones or television.
So he's word of mouth famous.
Yeah.
So like a few people know of him.
Yeah.
Because like most artists are only celebrated after they're kaputs in the ground. This guy is seemingly writing, like being appreciated above ground.
He got his time in the sun.
Good for him.
Before he died.
Good for that guy there.
He got his 15 farthing pence of fame.
Is that how they measure time across the pond?
Yes, the farthing pence of fame.
Yeah, metric. That's metric time, right?
Yes.
Yes. After the year 1594, Shakespeare's plays were solely performed by a company owned by a group of actors known as Lord Chamberlain's Men.
It's the most masculine title I've ever heard.
Which did become London's leading acting company. After Queen Elizabeth's death, though, in 1603, the company was given the royal patent that renamed it the King's Men, named after King James I.
Yeah, King James I.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but I expect a lot of laughter here.
Okay.
Shakespeare was a comedian.
Of course he was. Much Ado About Nothing.
That's right. Shakespeare was a real funny guy. He made so many people laugh. Like he did plays where he just made people laugh, like comedies, like real funny ones, like 2.5 Men style humor. Amazing.
Wait, the funny thing about that is that the half man is a child.
Not a transgender person, yeah.
No, he's a child.
Child. He's a child, yes. He wrote a bunch of these things. He got All's Well That Ends Well, As You Like It, Comedy of Errors, Love's Labor's Lost, Merchant of Venice, Merry Wives of Windsor, Taming of the Shrew, classic, which is the Kiss Me Kate adaptation.
I like Taming of the Shrew.
Martuccio!
And Much Ado About Nothing, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Apparently, which is a giant pussy joke because nothing was slang for pussy at the time.
Oh, shit. Don't get that.
Yeah,
No.
ado was his code word for vagina.
Oh, no, nothing was. Nothing.
Oh, yes, that's the way that goes.
Yeah. So it's much.
Not nothing was like.
Yeah, the word nothing.
Yes, was code.
All right. Well, let me just put it out here.
I'm going to fuck your nothing.
Yeah, let me just put it out right here. A vagina is not nothing.
No.
Vagina is something.
Well,
It's
I mean,
everything.
if you're trying to be a little, oh, what are you guys talking about? Nothing.
I get it. I
Smart
get
guys.
it now.
It's locker room talk, right?
He's so funny. He's such locker room talk. That Billy.
How
that
cheeky.
Billy Bush.
cheeky.
Billy Zane.
Right. And since we don't do a lot of humor on this show, it's not really based on humor. It's more
Factual.
history podcasting. As we said, you got to quote us on your history papers and your
very
theses. Do it. As Cody mentioned, you have Midsummer's Night Dream. So with that, I present to you an impromptu script reading from A Midsummer's Night Dream.
We're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
All
now.
these words I don't know.
Cody, you're going to be Demetrius.
Can I be Bartuccio?
You're
Got it.
Helena. And I'm going to be Shakespeare. And I'm getting back to character for this one, boys. All right?
Wait, you're not on this page.
No, I'm not. I'm Shakespeare. I'm going to tell you if you're doing it right. But just keep reading.
It's a round table.
That's right. We're doing a table read exclusive right here. Number
Live.
1, live from Staffordshire, or wherever the fuck we're talking about, because I keep forgetting how to say Northern England names. But we're down here in London doing it beat style. Ready to go?
Wow, 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 wow.
All right, Cody, start us up. Remember, I'm William Shakespeare. I'll be giving you directions at some times.
Cody, make me damp.
I like the first words after that. I love thee not, therefore pursue
Fuck
me
you.
not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me.
Say it with more heavy breath.
Thou toldest me they were stolen unto this wood. And here I am, and woed within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
No one's following him, right? All right, it's Helena. Do it.
You draw me, your hard-hearted adamant.
Well, that's not the word, but continue, love. We're on schedule.
But yet you draw not iron for my heart. It is true as steel.
That's right, that's steel.
Leave you your powers to draw, and I shall have no power to follow.
All right, do it sexier next time.
All right.
Let's go,
Last word.
Demetrius. They're very sexy.
You.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
He doesn't know, bruv.
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you.
That's good. Speed it up next time.
Use me, but as your spaniel spurn me. Strike me!
Striker!
Negate me, lose me, only give me leave.
All right, most of those words, all right? Keep going.
Yes. Unworthy as am I am to follow you. What worse a place can I beg in your love? And yet a place of high respect with me. Am I reading English?
Yes.
Then to be as your dog.
Which has a question mark. I'm not sure why I wrote that there. I am William Shakespeare. Continue, please.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
Very good.
And I am sick when I look on you.
It's not on you, but that's all right.
All right.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not.
How dare you? Come on, mate.
to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with which worth of your virginity.
Oh, he's
Whoa!
talking about it.
Whoa, wait, am I
talking
getting
about-
banged?
He's
Yes.
talking about nothing.
Oh.
You know, that's a tie back to what we were saying before, isn't it?
My holes are loose. My teeth are different. Wait, that's not the words.
No. That's nothing, Nick.
Willie, I'm going off script.
He's
Is
off
that
script,
right?
governor.
right.
Take him down.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company.
It is good. It's funny, right? This is funny stuff.
For
Knee
you,
slapping.
for you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in thy brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
Very sexual.
The wilderness has the wilderness.
We're almost done.
The wilderness has not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Delphine holds the chase. Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin and the mild hind makes speed to chase the tiger. Bootless speed. when coward pursues the bigger fly. I don't know.
This is awful.
I will not
forgot.
stay thy question.
I can't read.
It's all right. Well, I can't write.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Wait, you jerking off in the woods?
A little bit.
Well, you know, it's a metaphor for his cock in his hand.
You're not very fucking
It's
fly
funny.
there, Willie.
It's funny.
All right.
It's what people want.
I in the temple, in the town, in the field. You do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius.
All right.
Your wrongs do set a second on my sex.
That word's scandal, not second. It's all right.
Scandal.
He's been drinking.
I've been drinking. Scandal on my sex.
Sex.
We could not fight for love as men may do. We shall be wooed and and we're not to be made woo
All right.
to woo.
Demetrius, you done. Cody, thank you. Now you've got like a little
Oh, I
bit
got two more lines. I'll follow thee
You're gonna follow him now.
and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love as well.
All right, very good. Keep in mind, back then, when they was doing plays and all that, it was only men doing the women's parts. So that was
Travis,
pretty
wow.
accurate.
So I'm hired, right? I can read.
You got more masculine as that went on, I noticed.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for doing that.
I tried.
You did a great job. Cody, you did a great job. Cody,
I'm
you
a
did
Cody.
a really good job.
Cody, I think you could be on the West End.
Yes, Travis, you did something.
You're a good scene partner, Travis.
Yeah, well, you know, I like to go improv.
So, like I said, very funny, very similar to Two and a Half Men, Big Bang Theory, that kind of, standard humor.
I don't know what I read.
Yeah, what
Cody, do you know what you
no,
read?
it seems like a Lewis Carroll thing of absurdities and poon.
Something
Yeah.
about sex, and
Yeah.
I was a cocker spaniel, and then
I don't want to fuck cocker spaniels. Like the terminology. There's a lot of fish in the sea. I want to say like, oh, there's a lot of spaniels in the yard. But yeah, it seemed like a thing of error, comedy of errors and sex jokes.
Yeah, well, pretty much this is what made the Bard hard.
was he
Got it.
Was he trying to bang me, or was I trying to bang him?
He was trying to bang you, and you wanted to bang him, but there was something kind of like, political about it.
I was a cocker spaniel. That's bestiality.
Exactly.
Miko.
Let's talk about more things. Now, We know that Shakespeare wrote words,
Good
correct?
segue. Great segue. I
Right?
love it. Perfect.
I know words.
Pristine. Pure.
You guys know that Shakespeare invented a lot of words that we use today, and we're not even just words too, but sayings that are commonly passed around.
I like a few of them.
Yeah. Do you know any off the top of your head?
In one fell swoop is very handy.
Yes, that's one.
I like that one.
420 blaze it.
That's,
I've seen that.
Could be. So he invented terms such as break the ice, dead as a doornail, eat me out of house and home, the game is afoot,
Really?
give the devil his due, good riddance, heart of gold, knock knock, who's there, laughing stock, wear my heart on my sleeve, wild goose chase, and a billion more stupid things
Those
like
are all
that.
handy.
Yeah, those are
I
good
use
ones.
those. I use those still.
Me
That's
too.
right. So if you ever find yourself talking, you might be doing Shakespeare.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Shakespeare's
what?
in my mouth and I don't even know it.
This is like the Matrix right now.
Pretty much.
I thought what I said was things that I supposed to say.
Nope.
But no, it's what Shakespeare's supposed
You
to
got
say.
that Shakespeare programming in your brain.
Oh my
Travis.
God,
You
he's
need
more-
to flush it out with beer quick.
He's fucking Morpheus!
Dude, he's got tiny glasses that stick to his face and they don't even have arms on them.
He did have an earring, though.
Maybe.
No, he had an earring. Apparently in
Okay.
the 1500s,
Okay.
All right.
All right.
apparently in the 1500s,
Okay.
earrings on men were all the rage.
Great.
They wore gold earrings, pearl earrings,
They're good, yeah.
stone earrings.
Right. And you say that this is on a portrait of Shakespeare of the time.
It wasn't.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't me.
There's
like,
lots of
he was
pictures.
big
If
into
you-
Shaggy. That was the thing. Is like you don't really know who he was because he was into Shaggy. He was like, it wasn't me, but we know he had an earring.
Right. Well, that's true. We don't know if he had an earring. There's only 2 existing Shakespeare portraits that we
Really?
know of. Yes. If you Google it, you're going to find a ton of shit because a lot of Renaissance paintings just kind of get labeled as Shakespeare. But I believe that one with the earring that you're talking about is not Shakespeare. And there was one that resurfaced, I believe, in the 60s or 70s that some rich family just kind of claimed to have. And it was legitimately from the time they aged it, but it doesn't really look like him. It looks like Anne Hathaway's husband now. So people are like, oh my God, internet's different.
Oh, that picture. Okay, I've seen that like memed out. Like, oh look, Anne Hathaway looks like she's fucking Shakespeare.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? It probably wasn't, and it doesn't matter because, like, Anne Hathaway, great titties on a redhead, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Those things are so coincidental. Not coincidental.
Wait, did Christina Hendricks ever do Shakespeare?
Who's that?
Sure.
She's the one with huge knockers.
The redhead.
I don't even know.
The redhead.
She was in Mad Men.
Yeah, she was also in Shakespeare.
Oh, okay. Well, she was in one Shakespeare. So, also dramas. He was big on dramas. And he liked to get serious, and we
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have things like Law and Order or Degrassi without him. We got Antony and Cleopatra, Hamlet, big one.
Yeah.
Got Julius Caesar, King Lear. You got the one you can't even talk about, Macbeth.
Well, I don't know what happens in that. I know there's witches, and I tuned out immediately.
Most people die.
No, it's-
Othello,
yeah.
and then the big one. We got Romeo and Juliet.
Rome's and Jules.
That is my favorite, simply because of a character in it.
Which one?
Mercutio. He's the best.
I don't remember it. I remember reading it in high school and going,
Everyone tuned out.
These idiots are dumb.
They're all dumb. Mercutio's the one guy that has his wits about him.
Yeah.
Even as he's dying, he's stabbed through the fucking heart, and someone asks him, "Are you okay?" And he's like, huh, ask for me in the morning, and you shall find me a grave, man." It's funny. He's cracking a joke as he's dying. You'll find me a grave, man. Haha.
Oh, Grave Man.
I just see 2 spoiled kids that don't know anything about anything that
Yeah.
just kill themselves
Yeah,
for
he wasn't.
dumb.
He wasn't one of those.
He wasn't one of
spoiled
them.
kids.
All right, so that
he's on the
character-
outside, like, holy shit, everyone's dying.
You're
including
all
me.
dumb. Is that what
Yeah.
he's doing?
What an idiot. I think one of my favorite ones that I read was The Merchant of Venice
I don't know that one.
with good old Shylock,
That's right. Which
which is
might
now
be
a
racist.
derogatory term, I think.
Is it for Jews or
For Jews.
Really?
Okay,
I didn't
yeah.
know
Because the
Oh.
Merchant of Venice was a Jewish merchant, and that's where like the whole like pound of flesh shit came from.
I don't know it at
Yeah,
all.
what's going on?
Wait, is
Pound
it-
of flesh? I mean, I was just at the deli the other day, and I asked this guy for some meats, and he gave me a real attitude because his life sucked. But what are you talking about, pound of flesh?
Well, he was like collecting debt. I think I'm getting the right one. Taming of the Shrew, or is it Merchant of Venice? Which one did I say before?
Merchant of Venice. I know
Merchant
what
of
the Taming
Venice.
of the Shrew is.
Yeah, Merchant of Venice. So he's a Jewish debt collector, And
Everyone loves those.
yeah, most stereotypical thing.
Yeah.
And he like basically the entire town comes after this guy, and Shakespeare kind of like humanizes him a little bit, like whereas at the time. No, I mean at the time it's like they were like, oh, Jews, spooky, but like he's like an evil, like he's kind of an evil collector, but at the same time, like Shakespeare's like, oh well, he's a human,
Okay.
But the whole pound of flesh thing was like, I forgot exactly what happened, but like he was basically like, oh, here's my debts, and he cut off like a pound of flesh.
Oh, some saw shit. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Do they even use the pound?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a money of flesh.
Yeah, one money of flesh.
One money of flesh. It was basically a pepperoni of
And they're
human skin.
And then the guy behind the counter is like, Black Forest is $4.99 a pound. I'm sorry.
So, Shakespeare was a great writer, apparently, but he also liked to fill for time.
Oh.
If you were to take an objective look at some of his writing today, you can kind of see a guy goofing off. And not really getting to the point ever. The most famous example is Hamlet contemplating suicide.
Yeah.
Or masturbating, which is to be or not to be. That is the question.
Got it.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep.
Wait, is he talking about jerking off?
Yeah, no, he's not talking to anyone.
It's not really important. Like,
He's talking to empty air.
Could have been done with stage direction.
Wait, but I think he was actually talking about jerking off, though.
It is. Well, he was jerking off the whole time while he said that.
Hamlet.
He's like, should I come on her face or come on her titties? To be or not to be?
Yeah. So let's get into some other things that aren't Shakespeare's writing, because we know.
Wait.
What?
That aren't Shakespeare's writing?
There's non-Shakespearean
Well,
writing?
when
I thought
you,
everything was based off Shakespeare.
well, I. God damn it!
Wait, that script you wrote is based off Shakespeare.
It is.
Oh my God, Inception. Whoa.
That's it.
That's potent. And he was just Morpheus a minute ago.
Yeah, dude.
Let's talk about Shakespeare's wheeling and dealings.
What's he doing? I thought he was a playwright. Is he writing other things?
Well, he never exactly stopped writing plays, but along with a group of players that acted in his plays, he created his own theater on the River Thames in 1599 and named it the Globe Theatre.
Oh, the Globe. Yeah, that's right.
Globe.
I was about to say the Dome, but no, it was the Globe.
No, it was originally called the Goo Theater, and then he changed it to the Globe.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it didn't have a roof. So
Dumb.
it would probably be better
That's
if
a
it was
bowl.
upside down dome.
Yeah, it's a bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Concave.
After that, Shakespeare became a very wealthy man. So much so that he bought properties in London and Stratford for himself and his family, as he spent most of his time in London. You see, he was just kind of sending them money to shut up.
Oh wait, so this is the same.
Hathaway and the two kids that were alive still.
This is the same family. He hasn't started a second family.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't seconded up. He's still married to Anne Hathaway the entire time.
I don't know. We roast a lot of jerk offs, and they usually start second families.
That's true.
Interesting. And you think Shakespeare would be that?
Yeah. He has an earring. Who has an earring when they're old?
Well, we don't know that.
Dude, we know that he has an earring.
So, one thing to be noted about the Globe is that there was a supreme spike in pickpocketing at these events.
Oh, because it was captivating as all fuck?
Well, maybe between that and I think I'm going to go conspiracy route. I'm going to say he put people in there to pickpocket.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because think about it. You send guys in to pickpocket and then you provide the security. We'll take care of him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he's back next Wednesday.
Dude,
Yeah.
do you think you can earring pocket? Like if someone's wearing a big ass earring
That
and
is
pull
impressive.
it off of their ear, like that's hard, right?
That is next level thievery.
I think your ear needs to be a pocket for that to happen.
Well, it's kind of like it's a pocket of sound. So
Matt, just wearing a plug that's a little too loose and you just a pickpocket just flicks it out.
Let's talk about more stuff. That is Shakespeare.
No, I want to keep going on the conspiracy. He was pig.
I have plenty of
But
conspiracy.
he's
coming.
like, we should just open up the secrets of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you got to be Assassin's boy. You got to go back in time to your heritage where your memories are stored in a video game by Ubisoft, which is a French company, changing history to say that they were the champions.
It happened like this. Don't worry about it.
But
Yeah.
Vincent, a globe. The globe is. Guess what? He made the globe. Why didn't he make the flat?
Oh.
All right, cool. We're going to move along. Shakespeare made a lot of his money by buying up large amounts of grain, malt, and barley to store, later selling it for inflated prices when his fellow countrymen were struggling.
What?
Dick.
They believe the playwright had done this for 15 years and faced fines for illegal hoarding, as well as being threatened with jail time for failing to pay his taxes.
Oh.
So, as much as I hate paying taxes, you can't hold the grain from the people.
Yeah, what an asshole.
He's in DMX trouble.
Yeah.
DMX is out of jail.
Yeah, he was out of jail since January, I think.
Well, congratulations to Earl Simmons.
True thespian, but, you know,
Yoshi?
no. But I'm saying, I didn't know you could get arrested for hoarding.
Yeah, that seems weird.
That's weird.
Okay, it's like this. It's a type of insider trading.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is that if you know someone that runs all these grain distributors, and then you say, hey, before you go distribute to the stores, give me like everything in your truck for the next 3 weeks, and then when the prices are fucking skyrocketed, I'm gonna sell it.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he's creating the scarcity in which he's cashing in on.
Yes,
So he's like,
That sounds like Boss Tweet a little bit.
it does.
yeah, he's like, let's get this bread. Let's get this bread, kids.
Yeah, you're like, what? This guy's a playwright. He's supposed to know about human emotions, things like that. It's just like, no, I'll just starve people.
I just imagine him like,
money.
Yeah, for money.
yeah, just imagine him like jotting down his plays. And he's like, yo, got bread. Yo, I got bread, dog. You want bread? You want bread? I got bread. It's $5 bread.
$5 bread.
5 pound bread.
Why did he turn into Asian?
He's selling it. 5 pound bread.
$5 Asian bread. $5. You want some more for you?
$5 bread.
Well, that's not the right character for the evening.
It is.
Let's move along here, as we do. So Willie's a little horny imp. Just let you know, he while he had Anne Hathaway just waiting for him, all up in her bat suit or whatever the fuck she wore in those stupid movies.
Come back to me, Willie.
Yeah, he was just like throwing his little bald dick around, having a
He's
good
got a bald
time.
dick?
Yeah, it's bald as fuck. And like, you know, whatever. If you're a player, it's cool. But you're also married. But another thing I want to throw out there is that this dude was also banging other dudes.
Yes.
Oh, he.
Wow, voice cracked there. Yes.
Well, you got some Willie in your mouth.
Yeah. This is always something you kind of hear of, like, you know, people say, like, oh, did you know William Shakespeare was gay?
Like, I don't know. Surprise, surprise. He's a thespian.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
No, not a lesbian, Travis.
Thespian.
Look, I don't care, but like, I'm just thinking of poor Anne. She's like memorizing that script to Ocean's 8. She's got this guy just running around town. He's stupid. He's got these kids that are probably dying as we speak, and he's poking dudes. He's poking ladies.
Well, I'm just saying, bisexuals, you guys are cheating. Because
Interesting take.
you guys are cheating.
Pick a side.
Pick a side. It's not fair that you can just fuck anything. I want to fuck everything.
Well, you can.
Nothing's
no one's
stopping
stopping you.
I know, but I'm not bisexual.
You fuck raccoon dolls.
What do you mean, dude? Just get drunk.
All right, yeah, I
Bring
guess.
some duct tape around with
It's cheating, though. Yeah, no, I need a buzzer and a Sharpie, and then I can do doggy style, buzz the back of their head and draw a lady face on it. With lipstick.
Ah, dude, yeah. Put a couple of those Smucker's PB&J pockets
You let
as
me
tits.
know how that works.
No, it's not fair. You just can fuck anything. I'm so jealous.
All right, so you're jealous. That's not cheating.
Jelly.
It's cheating.
Look, good on you. If you fuck
Not
both ways, you're fantastic.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying cheating as in like sexually cheating with a partner. I'm saying you're cheating at life. It's just like you put in a hack. You got the game genie of life.
dude, do you think,
Greedy.
Do you think that guy, the what was his name, the dude who did that show on VH1 who wore the fuzzy hat and was like the ladies dude, and he taught other like he taught people how to pick up chicks? What was
He's a
it? Pickup
pickup
artist.
artist.
Pickup artist, yeah.
Yeah, you think he's cheating?
Yeah,
Why?
because he hacked the system, bro. He's Morpheus.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, guess what? Inception. Bah!
I think we're conflating those two movies.
No, same movie, different story.
Right. So
All related to Will Franklin. All related.
You didn't do that on purpose.
All related to Will Shakespeare.
that's right. This is
Wow.
fact. Morpheus. Bow. Here's just one instance I'd like to talk about of him being a little baby Willie imp.
What's he doing?
Shakespeare enjoyed more than Mr. John Davenant's hospitality at the Crown Tavern in Oxford.
Oh.
It's legend that he shared bed with the proprietor's wife on one of his frequent stops between Stratford and London, sometime in June, July of 1605.
He's got a booty call.
Back in the summer of 1605.
Well, he straight up comst inside of her, as Shakespeare does, and created an aptly named fourth son named William.
Wow. The bastard child gets the junior name. Wow.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, baby, I can't feel you through this sheep intestine. Let me take off the sheep intestine, please. Okay, you can take off the sheep intestine. Oh, my God, I'm comst. William, come to me.
Shakespeare, he did not simply come, he comst.
Oh, he made that word up. Comst.
Yes.
I didn't know that one. Did you know that one, Travis?
He made that word up. Travis knew.
Travis Comst.
Retirement, very important for Shakespeare.
Oh, yeah? How so?
He didn't like being an actor or being at the studios anymore, the old Globe. So he still owned it. But he retired from public life in 1610, right after the bubonic plague had began to subside its attack on London.
That sounds so comfortable. Retiring from life.
Yeah, cushy time, not getting the plague.
It was strange that he wasn't showing up to his place anymore, but he was in fact still writing. He continued to make frequent trips to London to collaborate with other writers, but he never really stuck around to shake hands and spit on people.
Right, so now he's like in that role in his career where it's like featuring Willie Shakespeare. Like he's not putting out albums, he's just like featuring Willie.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's a little waning it.
Yeah.
Someone asked me a question.
Where did he get his ears pierced?
Thank you for asking. William Shakespeare died.
No, that's not what I asked you. I said, where'd he get his ears pierced? I thought he did a really good job with
Claire's.
his ears. Claire.
Tom, how did he die?
William Shakespeare died he died April 23rd, 1616, and was buried at the Holy Trinity Church in Stratford 2 days later, with a curse written on his tombstone to ward off those who would disturb his bones.
Oh, fuck. Who did that? Who's dropping curses in
Don't
England?
steal my bones or else I curse you.
Yeah, well, we don't know exactly how he died, but he was 52 years old at the time.
Wow, it's like triple life expectancy.
And he was, that's pretty old back then.
I mean, it's old, but like they lived.
Plague.
They,
The plague.
No, but they lived old.
The
If you
plague.
made it past, he never died of plague.
Right,
so-
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he could live into his 80s.
Yeah, he could have at the time. But at the same time, he survived his wife, Anne Hathaway, who was also in her latex, and the two daughters that we don't care about. There's no direct descendants from Shakespeare's bloodline because both daughters did not actually make it to, carrying babes. They died in their 18, 19-year-olds.
Oh, they were Papoose children.
Yeah.
On Fort.
So I have a little bit more on Shake'ems.
Good.
Wait, hold on, but so he died next to the Claires.
Okay.
He never had the earring.
He had the earring.
I
You
don't
don't
know
know
who
that.
to
I
believe.
saw a photograph.
a photo.
The first photograph.
He saw a photograph.
Yeah. The first photograph ever was of William Shakespeare. It's in my private collection.
Oh, how much is that worth now?
It's worth $5 billion.
Cool.
And I'm going to sell it at the store.
Can I have a rice-size clip of that?
Yeah, you can. Guess what? So if you really want to get in on this auction, go to your local Kmart.
They're gone.
Well,
They're gone.
I'm holding an auction house at all the locations.
You're
you
trespassing.
stupid idiot.
You're trespassing.
All right, so look, let's put it this way. Now that he's dead, there's way too much Shakespeare around. Can we all agree on this?
Yeah.
It proliferated everywhere.
You got Shakespeare in the park, Shakespeare beneath the stars, by the sea. There's too much of this fucking idiot.
Shakespeare on Ice.
Wait, they have that?
I'm sure.
There might be.
Do they have Shakespeare Underground?
Let's do it.
You get kids way too stressed out in school because they have to memorize a stupid line of a prose that they're not going to retain anyway.
Do you know who I was? I was Baptista. I was I was the shrew's father. For my reading, and I hated it.
Your shrew's a bitch.
She was.
It's esoteric in a way that it's not relatable. I just gave you guys a script, and we had the greatest time not understanding it.
I didn't know what happened.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Empty.
Yeah.
Fun.
It just shouldn't be the standard for English lessons. You know, I'm not saying we should write off Shakespeare. I'm just saying that it's for select few that want to perform Shakespearean shit. Shouldn't be in high schools other than, this is a man named Shakespeare. He did these things.
No.
That's about it.
What they should do is instead of teaching it in English and literature, throw it into history. This guy wrote some shit.
That's
it
what
was
I'm
good.
thinking. Yeah.
All right.
For the time, very important.
Like
now,
literature history.
Yeah, like you don't have to. Martin Luther made a printing press. We don't talk about how he ate his own shit. Like we just
did.
need to know. We did. But I'm just saying you got to just learn the basics when you're in history class.
in history class, or maybe just for shits and giggles, put it in English class, make it a day, and that's it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Shakespeare today. And that's
One day
it.
for Shakespeare.
This doesn't relate to your life at all. Look, I'm not saying people not...
He was so verbose. I don't think you can do him in a day, is all I'm saying.
What I'm saying
Two
is that
books.
his verboseness is not translatable at all.
It didn't age well.
It
did
puts
not age
kids
well.
off
No.
English.
It's not really fair to tell kids that this is what good writing is.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's stupid.
Right.
It's not stupid, but it's not. You go to college, you learn about that shit.
No, Shakespeare's not stupid. His writing is fantastic.
clever.
Yeah,
but
it's clever,
It's
but-
not for people like us who
not
care
for-
about history.
It's not for children.
And it's not for people that
It's not for us. It's not for children.
it's not for most people. And the people who want it, by all means, knock yourself out. Endless fucking apps. Just go right into Applebee's. Endless Shakespeare's. Do it. I don't give a shit.
I'm a slight fan still.
Well, you can be.
Yeah,
You're more
that's
than welcome
fine.
to be. I'm not discouraging anyone. What I'm saying is that the way it's implemented into schools today.
A little heavy-handed, yeah.
Think about it. You got Romeo and Juliet with these two fucking kids who have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, that one
Right.
should not be exalted as much as it should.
No, look at these kids just murdering themselves because people are calling them fat online.
Yeah, I think they're like 17 and 18.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
No, she was 13 and he was 21 or some shit. This is weird. This is weird
Yeah.
stuff. And like, that's fine. That was acceptable for the time. But this is not a story you want to tell kids today.
English teachers just need to take a risk and be like, yeah, I know they got a curriculum going on. They got to teach some certain shit. They can fight that shit off. But I remember I had my teacher, Miss Braxton. She was my 7th grade teacher.
Okay. How are you, Miss Braxton? Do you listen to podcasts? Please write into
Oh,
Travis
that's not even
Legion
her
sucks
name
a whole
anymore.
dick.
So you know what? Whatever. Miss Braxton.
Did she
And
change it?
And she was like, hey, you're going to read The Hobbit. And everyone was like, fuck yeah, I want to read The Hobbit. Like, I don't want to read fucking Ethan Frome or fucking Bertuccio and Merluccio.
I don't think...
Romeo y Julio.
Right.
Romeo
Wait,
and
can we
Juliet.
just smoke Romeo y Juliets? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll be tight.
Yeah, we should have done that.
But anyway, you gotta have kids read things that they like.
Yeah, especially relatable things.
Yeah.
Manga,
And
peanuts.
even if not that relatable, and at least a language that they can comprehend and not feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
I remember the Shakespeare books like I did in my curriculum. The left page was literally
Footnotes.
translations of
Yeah.
Old English, and it was just like I gotta read this tragedy twice, one in Old English and one in Now English.
Yeah, it's not exactly that important to give to a bunch of 13-year-olds that have a hard time looking in the fucking mirror because they got zits and pimples and their dick's always hard or their tits are fucking grown in and they're not as big as fucking Charices over here.
You know my favorite word Shakespeare made up?
What?
Fishified.
Fishified?
Yeah.
That's a word he made up?
It's an adjective he used for a post-coital penis.
Whoa, really?
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, fishified.
See, that's
There's
what
a
they need.
penis.
That's what they need to teach kids in school.
That's how I learned
That
it.
cool
I was in
stuff.
school.
No, they didn't tell me that.
You weren't paying attention then.
All right, well,
We had the same curriculum.
Yeah, but in his defense, you were paying attention,
Fishified.
but you also have a brain And,
Thanks, dog.
Me and Travis do not do well with them kind of words.
Fishified is hilarious. It's a good word.
It is, but if you start us off with 7,000 words we don't understand, and then we get to fishified, we may have skipped it at some point.
Yeah, you got an intro with a sequence
You don't
with like.
perk up when you hear fishified. You're like, oh, does that sound like
Look,
something?
I'm dead and I'm hungry. I'm dying in school.
Yeah, you gotta start the thing like, hey, guess what, kids? You want to hear about what a fucking dick is like after you had sex?
Smells fishy.
Yeah, well, we're going to
Fishified.
get to Shakespeare's. All right, look, anyway, we're done with that. We said our piece. But now we have real education to get into, something that they don't talk about at all. And I didn't bring up until now because not exactly something you could just slide into Shakespeare's life. It's more of an all-encompassing theory, which I 100% prescribe to.
You doing Illuminati shit tonight?
Yes, I am.
Conspiracy.
Do you guys know about this anomaly of Christopher Kit Marlowe?
I do not.
No.
Now, he was a leading dramatist of the Elizabeth era who died young and left a canvas of plays standing in his wake. Known as the poetic James Dean of his era, he was described as a homosexual, an atheist, and a spy. There are suspicions that he faked his death to avoid the law and continued to write under the alias William Shakespeare while traveling around Europe. So, what? The time that he died lines up for the time that William Shakespeare left his house in Stratford to go down to London because he was traveling with a bunch of thespian idiots.
Oh.
Okay.
So, what could have happened here? Is
Tell
that
me.
either A, Shakespeare died, the actual Shakespeare died along the road, or he was murked. Because that happened all the time.
Yeah, a lot of people would murder someone then just take their identity.
Right.
I'm
so,
new now.
So Christopher Marlowe, he's on the lam because he's considered a spy. He's a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
He's writing these sexy poems.
Uh-oh.
And he considers faking his own death on a way out. Now, imagine this. Christopher Marlowe finds out about a young Shakespearean actor. A young Shakespeare
Yes.
who dies on the road and takes his place.
That all makes sense.
Because he needs to rebrand his life. Because
Right.
he doesn't want to be hounded by the police anymore.
Well, because like what you said, Tom, you said Shakespeare does not have earrings. So this guy you talked about, what's his name?
His name is Christopher Marlowe.
Christopher Marlowe. I met him once, and he had earrings.
Especially since you didn't know his name until
Well, I know.
literally
He looked,
16 seconds ago.
yeah, he had earrings. So
Okay, cool. Well, also, just another anecdote on this. Why I think it's very possible. So, you have a man who's running away from the law, Shakespeare, who's kind of traveling with this group of idiots. Shakespeare does not have any college education. He's
Right.
also involved in a loveless marriage with his aging bag of an Anne Hathaway.
Right.
And he's trying to leave. Now you have a guy who's not willing to report if he's missing or not. Now you have a dead Shakespeare, and you have a
Interesting.
man taking his
Very
place.
fucking interesting.
And someone who already has writing experiences, and the writings are very similar, especially in the sonnets.
Do you know what this explains?
What's up?
Why the third portrait to service of Shakespeare looks so different.
No, because that
bum,
would have
ba.
happened before there was any fame.
Well, fuck you. I tried to be intriguing for the audience.
That was intriguing if it was
suck.
lining up with the time there. But another thing that points to Shakespeare's untimely death of 52 and how he stopped showing up at this joint is that Shakespeare, quotes, he signed his will in perfect health just a month before his death, most likely
Convenient.
allowing Christopher Marlowe to move along in his journey without being Shakespeare anymore, giving himself some gifts somehow, leaving some money somewhere so he can pick it up while still leaving the Shakespeare legacy alive like no one noticed. He's a fucking D.B. Cooper of his day. Shakespeare died
Wow.
probably when he was 20, and this guy rolled in his place.
I mean,
That's very interesting, actually.
that is really interesting. What do you think he went on to next?
He probably went to do something real cool, like paint a brick.
I was thinking like if you look at some of the more established institutions, going back to the. Why are you laughing? I'm
Who laughed?
doing. You did a little.
I breathed out of my nose
Okay.
rapidly.
If you look at more of the established institutions that came out of the 1500s, there's a small man. His name is Jonathan, and he just appears out of nowhere. And Jonathan actually he moved to Italy for a while.
Where are you going?
And in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Right.
Jonathan actually traveled over on, I think, the third exploration from Columbus, because he came back and forth and established a small pizza joint
I
in the
think I know where
Midwest.
this is going, actually.
In the Midwest.
So is it deep dish?
And then people of the area were like, they all had incest, so he was just the father of all of them.
Oh, Midwest incest.
Did he have a son named Bojamin?
Yeah, Bo, the father, the son, and the Bo. So I think that might be Shakespeare's Papa John. I know it's like a serious thing.
I don't know. That's an interesting theory. That would definitely tack on to this theory.
Yeah,
And
it would.
That's
It would.
technically
It really
not.
would.
That's not Shakespeare. So maybe we have a regular old Christopher Marlowe, who became Shakespeare, and then he became
Papa John.
Papa Peepa,
I think he said racist comments, because he turned into a vampire.
because he wanted to get out of that.
Yeah, he needs to be immortal somewhere.
Yeah, well, he
just
was a
don't
lost.
know.
He was a whoa. He was a lost boy. Wow.
Okay. Well.
Oh my God, that applies something I said earlier.
What, the Morpheus
Oh
thing?
yeah, he was talking about Kiefer Sutherland with his haircut.
And now he's a lost boy in an Inception.
Well, this has been the most intriguing ending to an episode we've had in
Dude,
a while.
which pill did you guys take in the beginning of the show?
Dude, I took the pink pill because I got ready to act. I got ready to throw on a boa and be on stage.
I'm doing it tonight.
Yeah, I don't usually. I mean, you guys notice I'm wearing makeup tonight.
Really?
Just to bring out the cheekbone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
You're got some great contouring.
That works for you.
Right? You don't want me presenting
I didn't
this
even
without
notice.
a cheekbone,
Not even
do you?
notice.
There we go. So thank you very much for tuning into the roast mortem coverage
Hey.
of William
We're not
Shakespeare.
going to unpack this shit.
No, I'm just presenting.
I know, but we're not going to unpack William Shakespeare.
What do you want to unpack? With,
What do you unpack?
yeah.
All right, Travis is going to unpack before I close out. What do
How
you want to do?
many earrings do
All
he
right.
have on his toes?
No, the one thing I want to say is they say everything is written. Everything that's written was already written by Shakespeare.
Okay, great.
Sure.
What do you guys think about that? It's stupid? I think it's stupid.
Me too.
Like, what you were trying to say was Shakespeare hit upon, like, the 7 dramas and solidified them, right?
Yeah, they have that saying that it's, whatever
everything-
you've written has already been written, and Shakespeare wrote all that shit.
I think Christopher Marlowe did it, and I think Shakespeare didn't do anything.
Adds a new meaning to Ghost
All right,
Rider.
well, Marlowe did it all. I think that's just dumb, though. Because
What do you think about the saying, you throw enough monkeys at a typewriter, you get Shakespeare?
I'm going to say you need a lot of monkeys, but
They actually did this experiment.
I can't disprove it. What are they, digital monkeys, though?
No, they're simulated monkeys, yes.
yeah, bra
digital
boons.
monkeys.
And
Oh, bra boons.
ironically, when baboons are at it
Braboons.
enough, instead of writing Shakespeare, they just mash the same key over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Furiously.
it's like no, enough monkeys in a room will never write Shakespeare because
And that's how you get Ginsburg.
Yeah. Fuck.
Kerouac.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right. So are you done unwrapping? Cody,
Yeah,
you
I'm
wanna
just
add
trying
anything?
Is there anything? I don't know anything with Shakespeare trivia.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, we don't know a lot about his history. Short script. You got all the things that we know about most people know. Have your opinions. I don't think I don't think his literature is something to be skimped over, but it's only for people who want to get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But who are those people? Just literally actors are the only useful demographic for Shakespeare.
Shitheads who
exposure?
went to college for this stuff.
Yeah, but
listen,
all-
if you gotta go to college to learn how to act, you don't know how to act.
All right, but also like
true.
I don't really understand necessarily the importance of him necessarily, because if you read like I don't know the classic Greek and like Roman literature, a lot of those
Shakespeare was
themes,
never a first.
right? A lot of those themes of like distrust and like
Yeah, like in the
you
Homer,
know
like in
Homer
shit.
and
Yeah.
all that shit.
No, well, look.
That's all in there in the Greek stories and shit. So it's like I don't know, like this dude fucking wrote shit.
He
I
took
think-
no,
I think
but
he's
he took
biting.
he took a very original way to bottling stuff, if you will. You know, it's like, all right, you got a river full of Greek shit. You throw a bottle in there. That's Shakespeare's
And a
bottle.
lot of padding
you know?
too, apparently.
Yeah, you got a sonnet. This is Ovid's fucking bottle, and that's Shakespeare's bottle. We never saw a bottle like it.
I guess
Just
so.
shit like that, you know, man. I don't like Shakespeare because I don't like that fucking thespian garbage, you know. But at the same time, I'm not gonna tell someone to not like it.
All right, yeah. I mean, I think the real pull away from this episode is that he had an earring.
He had an earring, and he probably wasn't him.
What side was the earring on, Travis? If it was a earring.
Isn't there like a code with that?
Yeah. And he was he was not a homosexual.
Well, he wasn't.
It was on
open,
both
he
sides.
He wasn't.
He played both sides of the field.
He wasn't an open homosexual or
Well, he was a
bisexual.
He was a bisexual.
But he wasn't open about it. But there's a lot of evidence pointing that way. It's extremely likely. And, you know, if I'm wrong, fucking sue me. I don't give a shit. You don't have a single person in your bloodline. I can say whatever the fuck I want about Shakespeare. It's the best thing in the world. There's not a single person who can claim right to that.
So he took a spare rib and he shoved it right up his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, bruv. It's me, Shakespeare. I'll take ass, whatever, really. Just put stuff in my ass.
Rib me.
That's right. So thanks again.
Yes.
Thank you for unpacking, Travis. Thank you for being the more intelligent person in this conversation.
Why are you making fun of me? Why are you making fun of me for this?
All right. Roast Mortem podcast coverage of Shakespeare. Suck a dick.
Delightful.
My name is Tom. You can find me at Sauntcht, SAUNTCHT.
I'm Bartuccio. You can follow me at
Where's
TravisLegion.com.
Which drama's Bartuccio's
I think
from?
that's a pizza place.
I am Cody McCann. You can find me on the Twitter at Cody McCann, CodyMcCann.
And you can find us collectively at Roast Mortem Cast
Hell
on
yeah.
Twitter. We got a Facebook. We got the Instagram. We also have a Patreon. Patreon.com/RoastMortemCast.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of money. You get a little bit of movie commentaries. You get a little bit of fun stuff. You got a koozie. You know, all the good
stickers.
stuff.
I want to have cool things, but I don't know where to go.
Go
Go to
Roast-
Roast Mortem Podcast. Well, Cody, why don't you do it in your
We
voice?
fucked it up.
Do it in your voice.
What was it? Patreon.com. That's like the movie trailer voice, but whatever.
Do it.
Go to patreon.com/roastmortemcast for things.
I need
he's
to
good.
silence my cell phone now.
You should have done that before we recorded.
See you in the snack room.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you.